my friends, welcome back to a new video. Today we'll be talking about the 888 portal happening today. Today is the peak of Lionsgate portal and it brings with it a very powerful energy. So firstly, how are you feeling, my friend, today? I want to let you know that success is inevitable for you. If you will do what we'll be talking today about, to really align with the energy that is present for you to use it, success is inevitable for you. So number 8 is in Chaldean numerology quite a mysterious number because it's made out of 2 circles. So it symbolizes 2 cycles. You can stay in the lower cycle and run in it forever, or you can ascend in the upper cycle and realize that it's all about ascension, constantly into higher cycles, which means it's about improvement, it's about upgrading, it's about evolution, right? So number 8 has a fundamental frequency that brings with it PRP. It's pure raw power. This is the frequency of number 8. And guess what? Today we have 3 8s. 888. Pure raw power. 3 times stronger than usually. So it means that if you in tune with your own pure raw power, if with your own frequency of power, you will notice that your life can be so much more. Your life can be so much more, and you're worthy of so much more than maybe you're currently having or that you're currently living. And mentally you've been limiting yourself to stay on a certain frequency because you think it's okay, or because you think it's what you can have or who you can be. Nothing wrong with that. But the truth is that you're unlimited spiritual being having a human experience where you're about to experiment with possibilities. And if you're not experimenting with possibilities, then what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? So today's day is quite powerful because you can tune in to the energy of possibility. And as in many ancient cultures, 888 was a symbol of luck. You can actually tune in to the frequency of luck, where lucky things start surprising you out of nowhere. But you need to realize that it's all about authority. It's all about authority and influence. You need to become an authority in your life to influence your reality. When it comes to frequencies, what is influencing frequencies in your life? Like, you're surrounded by all kinds of different frequencies, but you tune in to certain particular ones. And what is causing that? How you get tuned into a certain frequency that's called reality. Well, emotions, right? Energy in motion is tuning you to a reality you're living. And what is influencing your emotions? It's your focus, your energy, your thinking, right? Your mind. That's why number 8 is also a symbol of as above, so below. As above, so below. What happens in the mind happens in the body. What happens in the mind happens in your emotional body. So I want to remind you today, plug in into the vision of the highest possible success for you. Tune in and align your inner world with that reality so you can create a new energy that will attract towards you the needed opportunities so doors can open and you can step through, right? It's not that other days are not so special and today is quite a unique. Well, today is a unique day, but every single day is special. Today the energies are just more potent and more helpful for you to utilize your own creative powers, pure raw power, right? So you can create your reality. You need to focus on progress, my friend. Focus on progress. Focus on what you've already accomplished and notice that you're worthy of so much more, because you've been hypnotized to believe that you don't deserve more, or that you don't deserve what is actually possible. Well, the thing is that you need to change these belief systems. 888 today is also reminding you to, isn't it a beautiful place? Like, for a moment we could just appreciate this. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice. So 888 today is reminding you that at the first place, you are an authority of your life. Stop giving power away to someone else, because then that someone else is controlling you. And every time someone controls you, they also control your reality. Every time someone else influences you to how you should think, what you should worry about, they influence your emotional body, isn't it? When someone influences your emotional body, guess what happens? You give your power to them and you say, oh, they made me feel this way. And they made me feel this way. And guess what? Emotions are energy in motion. It's what? It's vibration. You start vibrating on a certain spectrum because that somebody said something to you. Stay there for enough time and it will become your nature, right? And you will say, yeah, I'm like that because of them. Well, today's day is reminding you, you have power to be your own creator. You have power to walk your own path. You have power to realign with what matters to you, to take care of what are you valuing, what you're valuing, and walk after it. This is how you become responsible for your life. You notice that, well, Sun is in Leo right now, and we have a lot of this raw, powerful energy that's deeply rooted in your heart as inspiration, as enthusiasm and passion. And it is reminding us, hey, you need to notice where you feel stuck and study options to get back into flow. Some people are stuck because of money, like not having enough. And sometimes I see comments, people say, I'm worthy, but I can't afford my rent or something like that. And I always say, oh, there must be this connection between you thinking that you're worthy and not having enough of money to survive. Because, if you really feel worthy, you will never allow yourself to stay broke. You will never allow yourself to stay broke. Well, we all have certain periods in our lives where, we need to face with certain challenges and struggles, but to stay there for a longer period of time, it's a choice. it's a choice. And if you're choosing being broke, then you don't feel really worthy. Then there must be a problem somewhere. But the thing is, if you choose to see your future differently, then you will also choose to behave differently. I will share with you a story of my younger brother who said, well, this employment thing everybody is studying for, I think it's not for me. He said, well, I don't want to work for someone else, so that person will decide how much money I can earn in my life. And I said to him, well, I like your thinking. Welcome to the club. So he started studying options, like how, and he was young, he was like just finishing high school. He started studying like how he could start making money independently. And well, trading was interesting to him. He likes algorithms and all of that. So he started studying trading. And well, the first year he made nothing. He was just studying. And my mother thought like, look, he's just wasting his time. Always sitting behind the computer. But I knew he's studying. He's not wasting his time. He's investing his time. The second year, he made nothing. But he started to understand how the systems work and how the algorithms work and where are these spots where you can make some wins, right? On the surface, you would say he's still wasting his time, but in his inner world, he was noticing progress. He was noticing clarity around, doors where you can get in and win. Well, I just saw him a few days ago. He said, you know what? This is his third year right now. He said, I'm making right now 3 times more than average employees per month. Right now, and this is his beginning. But what happened? He took matters in his hands. And he decided, well, I will not be a victim of circumstances. I will become a creator in my life. And sure, there were days when he felt unmotivated, uninspired, and he believed our mother, he believed that he's wasting his time, that he should be doing something else. But he also trusted that, well, if he wanted to free himself from kind of enslavement, right? He need to study, he need to focus, and he need to live as it is already real. And that's what he did, and he started succeeding. Well, it's a beginning, but I'm always reminding you of these stories because you can do that too. And it doesn't mean your life will change today or tomorrow or the next day. But we have this kind of gateways where this kind of opportunities to ascend are just more presented, more open to us, more available, which means, well, downloads can happen. You can experience guidance, you can experience a thought like, I have to do this, and then focus for the next 3 to 5 years onto that path, and then come back here and say thank you. I will be here. I will never say to you that everything will change today. But I will always inspire you if you do something differently today, and if you keep up with that change that is empowering you with knowledge, with new emotion, and with more constructive behavior, your life will ascend drastically, and that's when you will embody the pure potential of number 8, which is constant ascension. That's why it's called the lucky number, Because those who are constantly ascending in their lives, other people would describe them as lucky people, like good things are constantly happening to them. Yeah, of course, because you haven't seen the dark stuff they're going through within, and then they transmute it. Because they've learned the art of alchemy, which is transmutation, right? You notice what is dark about your life. You notice what is stuck about your life, what is unproductive, unresolved, and then you dive deeper into it as an observer. Because if you want to transmute something, you can't judge it. If you're judging it, you're already limited by it. So you need to go into your own darkness and observe it as an observer. Watch it as an observer. Bring compassion to it. Bring kindness to it. Understand yourself. And then decide, well, I will not be limited by this anymore. I'm ready for a new path. And then get back into your life and make a plan for your future. Make a plan. Like when you start a business, you need to write a business plan so you can understand your potential clients, so you can understand the platforms where you can promote your work, so you can understand how will you expose yourself, so you can understand what are you actually doing, right? So today's day is very powerful and supportive on that process. Also energetically, you may notice, like you would be, if you look at the number 8, like you would be somewhere in between, like you have a feeling that something very huge is in front of you, but at the same time you have a feeling like something is pulling you back into your old life, back into your old cycles, back into your old energy. And at this moment you can decide, will you ascend or will you descend? And if you want to ascend, you need to forgive your old self and you need to move into a new direction. If you want to descend, you need to follow your fears, follow your worries, and stop dreaming about a bigger life. And the choice is yours. The second choice is easier. The first choice is harder, but the first choice is rewarding, while the second choice is a painful one. So, my friends, you got this. Success is inevitable for you. And yeah, we all have dark days. We all have, fallings. Life is not a narrow path. It's quite a jumpy road, right? We reach success, we reach fallings. But isn't it the law of rhythm? Everything moves, everything vibrates. We can work with that law or we can be a victim of it. And again, it's a matter of perspective. And you always need to ask yourself, are you looking at things from the right perspective? Are you looking at situations from the right perspective right now? Remind yourself, 888 portal is teaching you to see things from a higher perspective, from a bird's point view. Look downwards onto you and see where you are and where could you be. And notice the direction you could take today that will take you there. The knowledge you could start learning today that will take you there. And the behaviors you could embody today that will take you there. Nothing will happen by itself. You need to change firstly your mental attitude towards circumstances. This is where you start adapting your inner world to a new reality. Then you need to make sure that you emotionally don't fall into too much into the memories of the past. So you stay aligned with the inspiration and motivation for that new mental attitude, right? Sometimes we lose it, but we need to remember our why we've started. So when you've adapted your mental attitude with the right knowledge, with the right stories, like sometimes reading stories from other people who've succeeded at something you're working on, at manifesting new dreams, at creating new reality, well, it inspires you and you feel inspired and you feel like a lion has awakened within you. The spirit of a lion, right? The painting I've shared with you, the spirit of a lion. It's on our store, AttractPassion.com. The spirit of a lion, you can get a copy of it. If you need some inspiration. Well, so when you adapt your mental attitude towards or for that future, and you emotionally prepare for it as well with inspiration, with gratitude, with enthusiasm, with passion, well, all you need to do then is to create a plan so you can physically start moving towards it. What will you start doing? What kind of work will you start applying in your life? Like my brother did, he started studying trading. He got himself into a community of people who are studying trading so they could exchange knowledge and information, right? So when he had challenges, he could ask other people how they've dealt with these same challenges. Get yourself into a community, right? And then work on it consistently, day in and day out, right? And that's how you will utilize the energy. That's how you will show to the universe you're ready to ascend, you're ready to go to the next level. You see, neuroscience says we think daily 60 to 70,000 thoughts. 60 to 70,000 thoughts. Can you imagine that? And 95% of these thoughts are the same as the day before. Can you imagine that now? So basically your mind hasn't changed since yesterday and since day before and since day before and since day before. And according to neuroplasticity, your brain hasn't changed. If your brain is not growing and evolving, well, it is dissolving. It is aging. So if you're not gaining new knowledge and doing new things, you're just losing what you already know. And it's called aging, right? We are downgrading ourselves. And my job here is only to inspire you to keep upgrading yourself, because as long as you're upgrading your inner world, your outer world will follow these upgrades. When you upgrade yourself with inner abundance, with inner gold, with inner light, you should start to feel lighter. You should start to feel more empowered. And you should start to feel more grounded. Your inner world needs to be organized quite well. And knowledge will help you with that. Then that knowledge needs to be utilized. And plan will help you with that. And then understanding why you're doing it, purpose, a sense of purpose will keep you motivated at times when you're kind of getting pulled back into your old self. These are the times when you're growing the most. So, my friends, I wanted to remind you on this very, very powerful day, 888, Lionsgate Portal, that it's time to ascend. It's time to ascend, and success for you is inevitable if you will do what we've been talking today about. You got this. Doesn't matter where you are. Start with new information. Go into a library, go into a bookstore, and see what book can find you right now. Whatever challenge you are, find a solution to that challenge. Whatever it is, find a solution for that challenge. Learn the knowledge, organize it, take action with it, and never stop until you experience what you've learned. So it doesn't stay in your belief system, so you will jump around and preach to others what you know without ever experiencing it. You will actually talk from your own experiences, and that will make you quite a valuable individual. Because we all know so many people who know too much stuff without ever testing it, right? And no one truly wants to talk with them. Right? You've experienced that. But there's not many people who truly put something into work, test it out, challenge it, and experience the realest wisdom of life, which is a personal experience. And that's what builds a character, right? That's when you're crystallizing your soul, according to ancient alchemists, right? So it's time for you to crystallize yourself. My friends, I hope you had a good one. Enjoy this day. Happy celebration to everyone with some new revelation and ascension. I'm wishing you all the best. I'm sending you lots of love, blessings, and power. Thanks to everyone for choosing to support my art, my paintings in our store, AttractPassion.com, or Etsy store, I Draw My Passion. You are very appreciated, my friends. And also thanks to everyone for joining our Patreon community for more exclusive content. And till next time, let me know in the comment section what inspired you the most, what touched you the most, or what challenge you're overcoming right now. Talk about what you're overcoming so people can see that they are not alone, that we are all going through something. We're all going through our own battles, but we are warriors, right? We can do it. So my friends, till next time, once again, one love.